Hello everyone, this is Dan Terrence and welcome to video update number 8. As you can see, I've upgraded my video here a little bit, and right down, am I pointing to the bottom right? That's where my picture is. Hello everyone, I'm over here. It's September 4th, and we will get right into the 3 topics. In my Quick Hit series, I was looking the other day I had this question about how many emails does an average person get per day. It's not 2.4 million, although I know that sometimes it feels like it is. The 2.4 million is how many emails are actually done per second, which is 74 trillion emails a year in the world, 3.7 billion email addresses. So from another source, it talked about a normal office worker getting about 90 per day. I'm not sure if that includes all the junk and the millions of emails that our email filters never, that weed out before they get to our inbox. But we also send about 40 a day. So if we have 1,200 employees, say at Franklin Energy, and each person is sending 40 emails a day, 250 business days per year, that means that our company would be producing about 12 million emails every year. It's a crazy number. The plus 775%, that is the increase of emojis used in the email platform, which I think was kind of funny. So most hated email jargon, to stay on this topic. I thought these were pretty interesting and annoying. This was from a survey in 2018. It says, not sure if you saw my last email, or per my last email, per our discussion, any updates on this? Sorry for the double email. I mean, it goes back to the 2.4 million. Same with the last one, reattaching for convenience as discussed. And you may find yourself using some of these things or others. One of my most I don't know if it's the jargon, but on the bottom where someone goes through and types up probably spends an hour typing a little very long email, and at the end says thoughts. So be that as it may, in the comment section, why don't you share what your pet peeve email jargon is. All right. I was in Washington, D.C. last week for a meeting, and I thought since I was there, I would do something on federal energy efficiency standards or updates. And in my inbox today was just what I was looking for, although not really what I was looking for. The Department of Energy is issued a final rule and what they call proposed determination. So this is all about the lighting standards, and there are kind of 2 elements to this. ACEEE and ASAP, the Appliance Standards Awareness Project, combined on what you see here in front of you, which is just the first 3 paragraphs of a press release talking about the assault on common sense light bulb energy efficiency standards, so you know where they're coming from. But the final rule eliminates the efficiency standards on all of the standard or the specialty lighting. So candelabra based, reflector bulbs, globes, that in 2017 had been rolled in with the rest of the A lamps to have to meet the 2020 lighting standards. And now they're pulling that back. They're rolling that back, and the specialty lamps will not have to meet those standards. But even going further in this proposed determination, the second part of this is, it sounds like, and from I kind of bolded in the final paragraph here, designed to eliminate the 2020 standards for A lamps altogether. I'm not sure exactly what that means. Probably means that they would have to stick with the halogen, like on a 60 watt, the halogen which is now burns 43 as the standard. Manufacturers probably would not be able to manufacture the 60, 75, or 100 watt. at least my understanding. But it'd be crazy if these standards rolled back and manufacturers were starting to produce 100-watt light bulbs again. Anyway, really kind of a terrible thing, I think, for climate change and for our environment to see these standards roll back. That this was a bipartisan agreement back in 2017, working with manufacturers. Everyone has changed their manufacturing process, preparing for standards that are going to be implemented in 4 months out of a 13-year time frame, and then they're going to pull them off the table. Sounds pretty crazy to me. Wanted to share that with you. The proposed determination has a comment period. I think there's some meetings in October. I'm assuming that they're going to need to make a final rule on that before January 2020, but we will see where that lies. All right, last topic today, kind of a mentor topic. Last week, or last video update, talked a little bit about what employees or how people feel when they're not getting any feedback and some of the conclusions that they come to. So what is the answer then to provide that feedback? Probably read many articles, management articles, that people just want feedback. And one-on-one meetings seem to be the answer for that, right? When I Googled, and don't we go to Google for everything, right? I Googled one-on-one meetings, and it came up with 3.25 million results. Like, where do you start? And I looked at a couple of different websites or methodologies for running one-on-one meetings. I pasted 3 of them here. Here's one that suggests an agenda is about an hour-long meeting. Informal catch-up, employee concerns for 20 minutes, your notes for 20 minutes, action planning for 10 minutes. Another one talks about this 20-minute process where 15 minutes are around asking questions or answering questions, and 5 minutes for managers to read and comment on responses. Another one calls it the perfect structure of a one-on-one meeting, a 10-10-10. Direct report gets 10 minutes, the manager gets 10 minutes, and then 10 minutes about the future and upcoming week. For me, I think constructive feedback value is overblown. I think what people really want is meaning, and the one way that one-on-one meetings can begin to give meaning to all employees is to just talk about what are the priorities, what is on a person's mind, and just have a one-on-one discussion about what's going on. What are your priorities? What's on your mind? What are you working on? And how can I help? Those 2 questions. And having a one-on-one meeting where you sit down every single week. I know that there's perhaps monthly requirements and requirements to talk about things outside of day-to-day projects. But what everyone wants, what I want, what you want, what people on your team want, is to know that their manager cares and to know that he or she is in it with them. And by talking about what's on your mind, what the priorities are, and how can I help, we're there as a team trying to achieve a common goal, community, and everyone has their part to contribute. So I think there's a lot more on this topic of feedback, one-on-one meetings, but I love kind of hitting it a little bit here and there on these video updates. So if you have the perfect one-on-one meeting structure, put it in the comments and let's discuss. All right, until next time, everyone have a great day.